Hey guys, Nathan here. So today I would like to talk about the ridiculousness of homophobia, transphobia, phobias of sexuality in general, I guess, because certain people in my life are really transphobic, and it's very frustrating, and I don't exactly know how to cope. So I'm see when I was in the hospital, they talked about radical acceptance, and radical acceptance is basically like you can't change them, so you just have to accept them, which I think is kind of stupid, but it seems to work, you know? Like, so say you don't like religion. Okay, so there are so many other people who are religious and who are okay with religion. Well, you can't. You're not gonna change an enormous mass of people, no matter what you believe is true. Okay, so the thing is with transphobic people, it's it's just because they don't understand, at least in my opinion. Um, or they're afraid of what you're trying to put forth. So, I guess this is a video about what you could do to make it better or something, because if you're not getting along with these transphobic people and they're in your lives, well, you know, it's not gonna work out too well for you, because you need people to support you in your life, no matter what. And you need people to be there, so I would say just explain to them how you're feeling using I feel statements. So, I feel this way because of this other way. You don't use the word you, so don't say like, you make me feel this because you're terrible or whatever, because that puts the other person on the defense, and you don't want that. So you gotta. So say it was your mom who's being transphobic or something, and she's like, well, I don't understand why you can't be a girl or a dykey lesbian or something. Just try explaining to her that that's not who you are as a person. You feel differently inside than you look on the outside. Okay, so like say, Mom, I feel like I'm a boy on the inside, and I'd like to have that represented on the outside too, so I'm not just misrepresented my whole life like I have in the past however many years. Because then they might take your opinion into consideration, rather than just being like, no, he's stupid or she's stupid, depending on if you're FTM or MTF, it doesn't really matter, it applies. So yeah, just be open with any ignorant people, if there are any in your lives. Sorry, I keep looking over my shoulder. I'm kind of hoping my mom doesn't show up. So, and if they still don't listen, maybe you just gotta give them some time. Like, so say again, it's your mom who's not having a real good time accepting you. Okay? You just give them some time, and maybe they'll come around because you're their child, and they either they need to deal with it, or they have two options to deal with it or to ignore you. And I would really, really hope that they wouldn't ignore you, because you know how some people say, "Oh, I'll tolerate you." Yeah, no, there's no tolerating. It is or it isn't. You know, there's no middle ground. You can't say you tolerate someone because you either accept them or you don't. You can't tolerate someone, you know? I don't know, it's just one of the things that bug me about people. So yes, that is all. Peace out, YouTube.